Let's start this discussion with a disclaimer. I'm going to be talking about documents that I use in managing my client relationships. This discussion is presented as a matter of business management. Any action on your part should be discussed with your legal counsel. Builder Resources is not a legal advisor and is not practicing law by discussing the business document. You can go on site and look at our site disclaimer there for any further detail on this. The Client Contract series covers the agreements that are useful for defining the business relationship between your company and your client as you go through the process of conceptualizing, designing, and building the custom residence. The series includes the Schematic Design Agreement, the Design Development Agreement, the Construction Drawing Agreement, the Construction Agreement, the Mold Disclaimer and Waiver, and the Builder Limited Warranty. Now, samples of all of these are available on the website under the Manage Your People Client Management tab, and you can find the samples there. You can also purchase interactive samples that you can fill in the blanks on, and after having your legal counsel check to make sure that they are adequate to protect you, you can add right into your contracting processes. A quick comment regarding the design contracts. It is important to stress to the client that they are under no obligation to proceed to each subsequent step in the process. They can take the designs at any stage to any other designer or architect to complete the drawings or to produce construction drawings. You are interested in assisting the client in arriving at the best possible design and will be happy to build their project from plans developed by other professionals. You don't want to make it appear that you've locked the client into anything or limited their choices here. Okay, let's talk about the individual agreements here as we go through. The Schematic Design Agreement is the first one, and this is the first step in the design process. The proposed structure begins to take on a personality with general outlines for rooms, window and door locations, preliminary kitchen and bath layouts, and notes concerning the client's design suggestions. You will produce some elevations that will show what the exterior lines of the house will look like. The drawings include the exterior wall elevations, the roof lines, windows, and exterior doors, and several 3D perspectives of the concept. A preliminary budget for the house is prepared from this information using the standard specifications, except where the client has suggested alternative specifications already and you know the cost of those. The second step is the Design Development Agreement. In this step, you develop greater specificity based on schematic design. Decorative details are drawn, storage details are produced, the bathroom and kitchen details and specifications are determined and laid out. Material specifications are determined based on the client's request and budget parameters. A specifications folder, either electronic and/or hard copy, is prepared and information is added into that folder. Detailed drawings of special design areas such as moldings, bookcases, fireplaces, and so on are completed or at least conceptualized in this phase. A more detailed budget is prepared. Now this budget should show the cost of customer specification requests and alternatives to assist the client staying within the budget constraints they have laid out. The third step is the Construction Drawings Agreement. In this final design step, you will develop a construction set of drawings. The client is advised that this is the information from which the house will be built. The drawings include design details and uploads of specifications with engineering details for structural and seismic considerations. Roof structural design, point loads, bearing locations, framing locations, and structural component design are all included. Trade drawings from HVAC, plumbing, electrical, fire abatement are developed and included as necessary. The company's scope of work is included. This is a statement of what the company will and will not accept as its construction responsibilities. The summary of work to be done by others outside the scope of work for the company is detailed. Energy compliance calculations are made and documented. A final budget based on all known client specifications is detailed and produced. This will become the contract amount and should be as accurate as possible for this point in the process. When you've completed this process, you should have everything necessary to proceed to the construction permit once the construction agreement has been executed. And that's what we'll talk about next. The construction agreement is the controlling document for the actual construction of the residence. It must include all of the understandings between the parties and, to a large degree, anticipate how various problems which might arise will be resolved. The Building Resources Construction Agreement is an evolutionary document that has tended to grow as new issues have come up over the years. I've included the section of the documents with notes regarding important clauses for each section. Components of the current construction agreement include: Number 1. Purpose of the agreement. The purchaser, as general contractor, is employing the company as a subcontractor to oversee construction. The relative responsibilities of the parties are established immediately. Number 2. Responsibilities under the agreement. The purchaser is the general contractor. Company is a subcontractor. This is a further clarification of the roles of the parties. Number 3. Agreement documents. This agreement, floor plans and elevations, standard specifications, mold disclaimer and waiver, and the builder limited warranty are all included agreements. Number 4. The work. In our case, we say nothing outside the foundation. Number 5. What the company is not responsible for. Again, in our case, this will include items such as hauling debris, off-site utility trenches, concealed conditions. You'll need to review this section on every job to add or delete per what has been agreed upon. Number 6. Financing. The agreement is contingent on meeting the payment schedules. The start date is contingent on satisfactory evidence that final payment can and will be made. Number 7. The agreement price. This number comes from your final budget prepared in the last step. Number 8. How payments are to be made. We set a certain specific percentage to be paid at specific milestones in the construction process. Number 9. Acceptance and final payment. In our case, we say that the client has 3 days to inspect, and the payment will be made upon acceptance. Further, we have the assumption of acceptance if no inspection is made by the client or the client's agent. Number 10. Commencement and completion. We work within a specific number of days beginning after issuance of the building permit, with exclusion for client's acts, weather, and concealed conditions. Number 11. Other subcontractors and employees. The client, as a general contractor, can hire others for which the company bears no responsibility. Number 12. Selections. Specifications have a due date, after which the company will make choices, and the client approves such choices in advance. Number 13. Substitution of materials. Structural materials and generic items can be substituted as long as there is no decrease in the quality. Number 14. Substitution of design features. The company can change design features such as door sizes, window sizes, and so on as required by code or building process without consulting the client or changing specifications, and the client approves those choices in advance. Number 15. Escalation clause for building materials. If material prices increase after the contract is signed, the client agrees to pay the increase. Number 16. Special circumstances. Right of termination. If the general price increases more than a set percentage, the client can terminate the contract with a certain payment to the company. Number 17. health concerns arising from materials used in construction. The client may request samples of any building product to test for harmful results. The company gets a copy of any and all tests. Absence of request equals acceptance of the products used in the construction process. Number 18, permits, fees, and tests. Defines which party pays for which permits, fees, and tests. Number 19, taxes. Defines which party pays for which taxes. Number 20, change orders. Changes are expected and allowed. Only accepted, though, if written and signed. Overhead percentage is added to each change, and those changes and the cost of each change are evidenced by customer instructions. Number 21, insurances. The company will maintain necessary insurances. Number 22, purchaser obligations. The purchaser will not obstruct construction process in any way. Number 23, concealed or weather-related conditions. The company has not investigated the site or the conditions on the client's lot. Number 24, soil engineer's report. It is the client's responsibility to secure a soils report. Number 25, radon. The company has no responsibility for radon occurrences. Number 26, radon disclaimer and waiver. This is printed in large bold caps, and it's a generalized disclaimer and waiver for radon occurrence on job sites. Number 27, disputes. We allow arbitration, but the company reserves the right to address deficiencies noted. Number 28, termination. Client has the right to assume the project manager duties, but the company is entitled to full project payment. Number 29, the limited warranty. The limited warranty, which is shown as part of the contracting process, is the only warranty available. And then number 30, miscellaneous. The company signs on the site are allowed. Unlimited use of photographs of project on company website and in company marketing is also allowed. After the construction contract has been drawn, the exhibits are attached. The first exhibit is the floor plan and elevation, which is the final iteration of drawings, usually the result of the construction drawing agreement. If the plans have been generated elsewhere, the title, date, and iteration of the plans is noted in the construction agreement. The initial specifications. This is a copy of the specifications developed using the process outlined on the website. It represents only the known specifications at the time of contract, of course, and allows for additional changes. It is important to include these initial specifications as they form the basis for any changes made in later iterations and formalized in the confirmation of instructions. The mold disclaimer and waiver. The issue of mold in the home has declined in the last couple of years, but can have devastating implications for the builder. This document discusses the causes of mold growth in the home, explains that much of the prevention relies on housekeeping, provides a prevention regimen, and includes a mold disclaimer and waiver for the builder. The client has ample time and opportunity to inspect the premises for mold prior to occupancy. After that, absent construction problems, mold growth is essentially an occupancy issue. Components of the mold disclaimer and waiver include: number 1, what the client should know about mold. Number 2, the homeowner mold prevention steps. Number 3, mold prevention resources. And number 4, mold disclaimer and waiver. The final exhibit is the Builder Limited Warranty. This document, issued as a component of the construction contract, is a sample because the actual Builder Limited Warranty is only issued at the completion of construction. It is included as part of the construction agreement to allow the client to review the limited warranty, but does not become effective until all payments pursuant to that agreement have been satisfied. Components of the Builder Resources Builder Limited Warranty include the fact that it is a limited warranty, a specific beginning and ending date, an explanation of what limited coverage means, specific inclusions, specific exclusions, a list of pass-through warranties, the company rights with regard to warranty service, warranty limitations, maintenance required by the purchaser to maintain the warranty, non-warrantable conditions, warranty remedies available to the client, and the warranty disclaimer. I don't know if I can say it enough times, so I'll say it once more. This discussion is about the business aspect of these agreements which I use in my business. If you decide to use any of the above information or documents in your business, be sure to discuss any such use with your legal counsel. Let me suggest again that you look at the possibility of using the contracts as they are available in the Client Contracts Series package, which we sell for only $50. You can get an interactive sample of the actual contracts that we use, where you would just simply change the information to make it customized to your business. Make sure your legal counsel looks it over and then implement it in your processes.